Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to Slay the Spire, where we've been playing all the Touhou mods, and next up on that list is Marisa, who, the ordinary magician, who I've been told seems to have a thing about borrowing books and borrowing from as many libraries as she possibly can. And it was suggested to me that we should probably go to a different type of the other library, which we all know so well. You know, to help emphasize that. And you know what? Sure. We've been in Gensoko for a while now. So, this script continues, never ending. Greetings, I'm a magician. I'm here to borrow some books. I get to fight one elite. Oh, goody. Well, let's just do the easy thing and say the next 3 combats have 1 HP. That's just... May you find your book in your place. Thanks, I plan to get several. So what do we have? Rising Sweep. Charge up. For every 8 stacks, double the damage of your next attack. Interesting. And what's this ability? Whenever you play a card, gain 1 charger. Huh. Well, I'm pretty sure I know exactly which character you are, which I've been in the bosses that I've been playing against. So what are the cards? Amplify. Pay extra energy for its effect when you have enough energy. Interesting. So, 8 damage for 1 energy, or 15 damage for 2 energy. Interesting. Dark Matter can only be played once per turn. Shuffle 2 copies of this card into your draw pile. Draw 1 card. When this card is exhausted, gain 8 block. Gain 5 block. Ethereal. Huh. Acceleration. Draw 2 cards in the top of your draw pile. Amplify. Draw 1 card in your draw top 1 card in your draw pile. So does that mean I draw 1 card or 3 cards? Spore Crump. Apply 2 vulnerable to an enemy. Amplify. Apply 2 vulnerable to all enemies instead. That I'll go with. Death shoots. You see a cloaked figure shrouded in darkness. Bloody bodies litter the ground around the figure, the remnants of a gruesome massacre. The devil proposed a childish contract to me. My last bullet would puncture the head of my beloved, but I have swindled the devil, for you see I have already killed all the people I love. The figure laughed, and you could tell that he had already gone mad with power. How about it, stranger? Would you like to partake in this contract of mine as well? Sure. You felt something sear into your soul as the power of the devil flowed through you. You felt giddy, unrestrained, uncontrollable. The figure grinned. Excellent. Now let us fall into the depths of hell together. I mean, I'd rather not. Rising Sweep. That's not the same ability. Oh, it is the same ability. Huh, that's got a really weird image. 66C, Innate. Deal 8 damage. Deals double damage if there are no cards in your discard pile. I mean, that's just a solid starting card. Non-directional laser. Deal 5 damage to all enemies. Deal 5 damage to a random enemy. Asteroid Belt. Gain 8 block. Amplify. Next turn, gain 8 block. I'll take the 66C. Hello, merchant. What things you offer me? Another 66C. That doesn't work. That's a card that you only want 1 of. Really, actually. Alice's Gift. Retain. Deal 5 damage. Exhaust. Amplify. Amplify 2. Deal triple damage. So 15 damage. Binary State. Choose to add either Black Flare Star or White Dwarf to your hand. Amplify. And add both cards to your hand instead. Alright, that sounds kind of cool. Milky Way. Gain 5 block, draw a card. All attacks in your hand deal 1 additional damage this combat. Oh. Energy Flow. Gain 2 charge up at the end of every turn. How much money do I have? I can afford both of these. I cannot afford both of them. I'm missing 10. I'm an idiot. Well, we'll proceed onwards. She Association. The boardroom's door opens with a slam, and 2 uniformed subordinates enter, fatigued from the previous request. Director, we've been dealing with urban nightmare class cases for 10 consecutive days. We normally shouldn't be handling more than one such case per week. We're on the brink of a breakdown, both physically and mentally. And most of all, your condition is looking worse than any of us, Director Eugen. Her words rang true. All of our injuries were too severe to be healed up in a matter of days, yet the requests kept piling up. We'll handle the library request like any other. We aren't heading there just to obey our superior's orders. The books there are also what we need to recover the Blue Reverberations plots. But there isn't much time before the head of the South section grows suspicious on why we haven't acted. Prepare. Gain a card. Avoid suspicion and rush in. At the start of combat, gain an additional 2 energy. Gain 1 weak and frail at the start of your second turn. You know what? I'll try and prepare. And I want to upgrade the 66C, because that just makes it 22 damage instead of 16, which is quite an upgrade. We tried to prepare as much as we can, but the pressure from the head of the South section kept piling up. In the end, we were forced to leave prematurely. I am waiting and enduring until I can seize a chance to bring the She back to glory. I pledge to change this association with my own hands, no matter what. Wake up. Well, let's just do 26 damage to you. I don't know why I used the power then, when I kill them. What the Christ are you? Final Spark costs 1 less energy for each card containing Spark played this combat. Deals 40 damage to all enemies. Reset the cost of this card. That sounds awesome. That honestly sounds awesome, especially as our standard card is called Spark. Earthlight Ray. Heal 4 HP. Exhaust. Amplify. Put a random card from your discard pile into your hand. Robbery. Deal 7 damage. Gain gold equal to unblocked damage dealt. Exhaust. Amplify. Double the I'll take the Final Spark. That sounds awesome. Oh, yes. I forgot you were a boss here. Have I mentioned how much I really don't like you, Latina? You're kind of just one of those really, really annoying enemies. I love how I get 66C on the turn where I just restocked my hand. So, deal double damage, and then Final Spark. Oh, this does it to everything. Shroom Bag, Marisa. Upon pickup, obtain 2 Parasite. Parasite cards can now be played. Playing a Parasite, it will heal 2 HP and draw a card, then exhausts it. Huh. Isn't Parasite the card that reduces max HP? Event Horizon, one time each turn when you activate an Amplify effect, you can put an attack card from your discard pile into your hand. Interesting. Shooting Echo, deal 10 damage, exhaust a card. If the card you exhaust is burned, put this card back into your hand. Mysterious Beam, add a random attack to your hand. Deal damage equal to the damage of the add a random attack to your hand. Deal damage equal to the damage of the card added. And then you could technically play the card. Okay, that sounds good. So it now causes it to heal me, right? Oh yes. That is pretty damn nice. Shoot the Moon. Remove a random buff from your target if it is not a boss enemy. Deal 8 damage. Amplify. Remove all buffs and deal 13 damage instead. You know what? I'll take the Asteroid Belt because I feel I need more, you know, defense. Smiling Mask. Remove card now costs 50 gold. That's pretty meh. I'll take the key now while I can. And then I'll rest, because I'm looking a little bad on health. Especially as I'm fighting that bugger at the end. Snow White's Apple. You'll find yourself in a strange Yes, I will accept the gift. I've never accepted this gift. I will accept your gift right now, thanks to my shroom bag. I like parasites, apparently. You find yourself in a strange forest, weary and damp. You find a bizarre creature made of a branch and root, waiting for you in the middle of the clearing. It offers you an apple. I'll accept the apple. You bite into the apple. It tastes sweet, but as you peer into the apple's core, you realize that it's been rotten all along. I was expecting more fanfare. Acceleration, we saw that. Machine gun spark. Deals 1 damage 6 times. Exhaust. Plus I start with 2 damage, so that because instead of being 6 damage, it's automatically 18 damage for 1 cost. And it's a spark, which works with final spark. Magic absorber. Gain 8 block. Remove a random debuff from yourself. Machine gun. Again with the enemies. I really hate getting enemies. Although I'm perfectly fine with, you know, Jesus Christ. You gain 1 strength whenever I fail to deal damage, right? Deal damage equal to your charge up, equal to 2 times your charge up. Bye. Unstable bomb. Deal random damage 1 to 4 to a random enemy 4 times. Okay. Sprinkle star seal. I love how you have a picture of that creature. You know what? I'll apply 99 weak. That seems amazing. Ah, a shop. Interesting. Witch of Greed. At the end of combat, gain a 15 block. Amplify. Also obtain a random potion. 1 time off. Gain a 5 block. You can't activate Amplify effects this turn. Draw 1 card next turn. That's actually pretty useful. 6A. Deal 5 damage. Gain block equal to the unblocked damage. Fair. Dragon Meteor. Deals 14 damage. Deals an additional 1 damage for each card in your exhaust pile. Interesting. I think I'll take the Blood Vial. Honestly. Considering I've got a thing that hurts me. What's this? A Shroom Brew. Exhaust a card. The potion's effect depends on the card you exhausted. Poison for power. Skill for... If I exhaust a skill, it's weak. If I exhaust an attack, it's fear. Kinda cool. Alright, let's get my red key. First floor, I've already got all my keys. Have I ever fought you as a boss? At the end of the round, all enemies gain 2 temporary strength for every card in the singing machine. Grinding Gears. Take 3 damage. Remove 1 card from the singing machine and add it to your hand. Stung the singing machine for 1 turn. Sure, why not? Let's get the energy flow, asteroid belt, and then I'll weaken the machine. Or just exhaust it. Something, I'm not sure. Double Spark. Deal 6 damage, add a spark to your hand. I was so close to being able to cast you, if only I had an energy potion. I see you doing a lot of damage. I see that I do not care anymore. I see that I now still care. Goodbye, annoying little so-and-so. Right, what are my options? Amplify effects cost no energy this combat. Oh. Oh, that's kind of worth it. Warming up, deal 1 damage, add a rising sweep, a spark, and a ley line to your hand. Okay. Max power, convert your charge up stacks into energy. Add 1 exhaustion to your hand. Your attack damage is doubled this turn. Exhaustion, prevent you from gaining or using charge up. That could be really good. But so would Millicent that power. Extra energy for less cards. Extra energy, but I can no longer upgrade. Or extra energy, but I can no longer heal. That's actually a very hard choice. I kind of want to go for the Busted Crown, because it's the least detrimental, but at the same time, that means we get less option for choice of cards, and we like to see all the cards just to see what kind of stupid bullcrap we could possibly think of for future builds. So, I'll go for the Fusion Hammer. I'll just always rest, why not? Come then, it's time for the rest of this library. I have a books to check out after all. Witch Leyline. Deals 10 damage and a burn to my hand. Okay. That'll do a bit of damage to myself. But then I've got the card which says that I can combine that with a... Well, I don't have that card, but there is the card that lets me do the thing. And now I get the Frozen Eye, because of course I do. Refraction Spark. Deal 6 damage. Increase the damage of all spark cards in your hand by unblocked damage dealt. I'm sorry, what? Jesus hell! Alright, I think I want a Refraction Spark. Dark Spark. Exhaust the top 5 cards of your draw pile. Deal 7 damage to all enemies for each attack exhausted. That's a little risky. Witch of Greed. Gain extra gold and a random potion. You know what? I'll actually take that, because that means I can use potions more. Portable Prop Bag. Innate. Obtain a random relic. Lose the relic when the battle ends. What's the downside? Dark Matter. Oh, we saw that. No, I'll take the bloody portable prop bag. Why not? Gunfire ripped across the battlefield. The commander watched on in silence as the subordinates' clones killed each other for dominance. Hey, how much you want to bet that little rabbit over there is going to win? That one seems too cowardly to grasp victory. The one on the killing spree seems much more likely to be the victor. There were only a few clones left. With a flash of steel, it was over. The winner was... Okay, well, I'll upgrade any amount of cards, but... First up, what are the upgrades to each card? Obtain, gain, retain. That's actually probably a worthy upgrade. You become innate. That's also probably a worthy upgrade. I'll just upgrade the spark, just because that being able to one-shot things with that would be good. It appears my deduction was correct, so I suppose that means the next round of drinks will be on you, Maxim. Damn it! I thought that one looked wildly enough to survive, but I guess not. As the others bickered, the commander simply looked on impassively, for she knew that it was likely that they would all be replaced someday. Well, hello there. Let me just do this. Every 3 times you shuffle your draw pile, gain 2 energy. Oh, that's crap. Upgrade. All attacks in your hand deal 3 additional damage this combat. Not bad, especially as it costs 0. You know what, I'll actually take the upgrade. She's very... Marisa seems to be a very offensive character. Amplification Wand. Whenever you activate Amplify effect, gain 4 block. Yeah, I think I'm actually willing to do that right now. Goodbye, smiling bodies. I hope you do a lot less to me. Now get weakened. Man, as much as I would really love to, you know, do the spark right now, I also realize it's kind of stupid to do so, because I can wait till this turn when it does it again, and now just murder everything. Yeah, I'm gonna need that auriculum. I am extremely close to death right now. Starlight Typhoon. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. Add the same number of sparks to your hand. As much as I'd love the question mark, I really need a rest. Mostly because there's a couple of bosses right ahead of us. And God knows what they're gonna be like. Oh, Jesus, not one of you. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna drink this and then just beat you, because I'm clearly going to need to. Casket of Star. Whenever you gain block, add a spark to your hand. I like the sound of that. Oh, I really want the boss, but no. I'm not suicidal. We want to see how far this girl can get. The machine thrummed in rhythm with the heartbeat of the city. Every footstep caused the machine to shudder. Every offhand comment caused it to rotate. Every wayward deed displaced its pen a little. The weaver thought it was beautiful, though the city was creating prescripts for its children to follow, and like a parent giving instructions to their child. But she was not a part. As a weaver, it was her duty to prepare these prescripts, not receive them. Yet she desperately wished to be a part of it. I love how it doesn't actually tell me the relic, even though I'm pretty sure I've seen the relic a number of times. What does... Give a card retain and exhaust. The logic there is I should actually use it on a power, just to make sure that I can just always upgrade. You know what, screw it, I'll go with the relic. I gave up a boss for this, so let's go with the relic. If your HP is at 50% or under 50% at the end of combat, heal 12. I'm glad I went with that. It wouldn't hurt if she took one for herself, right? She was a child of the city too. It was her right. Swiping the next prescript, the machine printed out. She looked at the instruction the city had for her. Do not go home until you finish reading the value of E. Ah, hell, not you. What's my relic? Sundial. Yay, so useful. Please you, just kill this thing. That's all I wish. I'll even use my defense to make sure you don't take any damage. You know, mostly just so that I don't take an absurd amount of bullcrap damage. There, I've even gotten rid of the rest of its stuff for you. I'm pretty sure you're taking damage now, aren't you? Yep, time for massive AoE bullcrap. Okay. This bit's gonna hurt. But you know what? Now we win. No, wait, hold on. Now we win. Bottled Flame. Upon pickup, choose an attack. Start combat with that attack in your hand. Ooh. Blazing Star. Deals 16 damage. Deals 8 additional damage for each burn in your hand. Amplify. Deal double damage. So that kind of relies on getting all of the witch ley lines. But the thing is it's not a spark. And I like my sparks, so... Luminous Strike, not a spark. Machine Gun Spark is a spark. Hey. Alright, Little Red. Let's do this. This is going to be an absolute bloody pain, but so be it. Ornate Flan, upon picking up, playing 3 attacks, gain, whatchamacallit. Strike without hesitation. When this creature deals unblocked damage this turn, gains 3 strength. Right, so... I want you to kill... as much as bleeding possible. You know, getting the Ornate Fan for this was really good, because that just gives me so many more... whatchamacallit. A lot more bleeding abilities. Right. No amplify costs. Nice. Let's do this, Little Red. Apparently I'm good at nuking this thing down to death. Upgrade the machine gun. Oh, yes, please. Gotta make sure it's vulnerable first. Gravity Belt. Beat. Deal 8 damage and draw a card for every 12 cards in your master deck. So, twice. That sounds perfect for the way I usually play this game. 12 damage twice, 24. Then I play Witch Agreed, because I can. Another defend, and I won't spark because that'll trigger Little Red. And Little Red might as well kill it for us. Well done, Little Red. I'm proud of you. Good job. What have we got? Starlight Revelation. Shuffle your hand into your draw pile, then add that many random cards into your hand. Okay. Mana Rampage. Play X random attacks. Sounds awesome. Ultimate Shortweave. Gain 1 energy and 1 charge up. Increase the charge up gain of this card by 1 and the energy card gain by 1 this combat. Yes, please. What are you? Bewitched Haruko. Replaces Mini Haruko, which I assume is the original thing. Whenever you play a card, gain 1 charge up, so like the original. Gain 1 more card if it is a spark card. Oh ho ho, I love you. You know how I play. Further into the library our little wizard goes, and she is going to really spark up a storm. Ha ha ha. Hello there, Bloodbath. Nice to meet you. What's in my prop bag? Ooh, a shuriken. A shuriken's always quite a fun thing to have. Right. First combat, almost already below half health. Good boy me. Singularity. Whenever you play a card that costs 0, increase the damage of a random attack card in your hand by 2. I like it. Event Horizon. 1 time each turn when you activate an amplify effect, you can put an attack card from your discard pile into your hand. Ooh. I like the Singularity more, if I'm honest. It was pointless all along. He thought he'd been making a difference. He thought he had been rebelling against the prescripts, throwing a wrench into the machinations churning behind the scenes. But even his rebellion had been accounted for. Even his defiance had been planned for. In the end, he had been nothing more than another gear spinning within the wheels. Someone like him should just give up and do as he's told. Well, let's fight him and see what happens. I don't know, because this counts as a curse, whether playing this will make me lose the HP. Yes, it does. Damn, the blue candle screwed me over. To be fair, you almost took the amount of damage you needed to. Huh. Now I'm in a bad position, because I can't survive that. Deal 20 damage. Deal damage an additional 1 time for each card in your exhaust pile. So that should do it 29 times, right? Oh, deals 1 additional damage. Alright, no. Oh, I'm fucked. God damn it! Fuck! Well, to be fair, I thought this was going a little too well. Okay, Marisa. I'm pretty sure you want some revenge for that, right? Right? Yeah, you do. Don't even argue with me. I know what's best for you. There's 3 bosses right there. It's a terrible idea to do it on the very first floor of this damn library, but we're gonna do it anyway. Why? Because we're morons. Got it? Okay. And there's also a chance the very first boss could be, you know, 0 HP. So, we're gonna try that. What do we get? Magic Chant. Choose a card in your draw pile, add it to your hand, and upgrade it. Exhaust. Meh. Mana Convection. Exhaust up to 3 cards. Gain energy for each card exhausted. Exhaust. I'll take the Mysterious Beam. Gravity Beat. That could work with me, but so would the Witch of Greed. Funeral of Dead Butterflies. It sits there amongst a field of butterflies, a silent guardian for those who have fallen. It stands up and offers you its coffin, offers you a place to rest in this strange, chaotic place. You lie down in the coffin, and the lid closes over you, and the outside world vanishes. You find yourself dreaming of pitch black darkness. Let's obtain an actual book from this damn place. Violent death. It sought out those who did not expect it the most. It surprised them from the shadows and smothered them in darkness. In the dream, you were both predator and prey. And as you awaken with a shout and hands shaking, you feel that a part of you has been changed forever. When the night falls in the back street, I would definitely like the resurrection. Thank you. I'm not even bothering reading that. Ah! What's this do? Fragments of somewhere. Steal enemies block. Deal damage. Cool. Charge up spray. Deal 8 damage. If this card consumes charge up, gain energy and draw 2 cards. That's actually kind of cool. I think I'll take that one. Of course it's you. Deep Ecological Bomb. Deal 7 damage to a random enemy, then reduce its strength by 2 this turn. Amplify. Apply this effect again. Huh. Sure, why not? Okay, you just killed the one thing that can actually probably save my bloody life. Have I told you how much I despise you, Latina? Have I? Because I honestly think you are quite possibly the absolute worst boss in the entire mod. Just because these things do so much bloody damage, it's just unfair. There we go. And a fruit juice, sure. Molten egg, I love it. Occultation. Discard your draw pile. Gain 1 block for each card discarded. That could work quite well for me, actually. Unstable bomb. I'll take the unstable bomb. Then I'll take the rest. Because, frankly, that's the path I'm going, and I love it. Insatiable Onusa. Deal 6 damage to all enemies at the start of each combat. Each time you defeat an elite or a boss, increase the damage by 1 point. Hey! Look what's here! A boss! Oh fuck! It's these little fuckers! Meteoric Shower Plus. Exhaust up to X+1 cards. Deal 4 damage to a random enemy 2 times for each card you exhausted, or 3 times for each burn exhausted. Okay. Well, first I gotta do that. Then I'll exhaust the other 3 cards. And we'll see what happens. Okay. Can I survive? Probably not, but it's not gonna stop me from trying. It's dead. Wow. Okay. Heal, heal, heal. Oh no! I should go with the elite, but I've got 5 HP. I have to go with the event. Alright, random event. What do we get? Oh, we see you, do we? I have to go with the relic, otherwise I'm dead. Fuck. 66C+. Oh, I missed you so much. You are my favorite. Really? Are you fucking for real right now? You know what? Max power, dealing double damage this turn. Sure. Oh, and it costs 0 too. Excellent. Exhaustion, unplayable. While in hand, you cannot gain or use power up. That's fine. Let me do this warming up and see what this gives me. Oh, it gives me these items. Well, I'm glad I lived. Well, let's see if I can somehow kill the Silent Orchestra. In other words, the one I thought I was fighting last time, but wasn't, and is the thing I'm actually scared of. If I can survive 7 turns, I'll probably be fine. I just gotta survive 7 turns. When I never have any defensive cards. Okay. I either kill you now, or I die. Fuck you. Oh, right, yes. I forgot about that. I had the whatchamacallit. Damn, that's such a waste. Escape velocity. At the start of your turn, draw 2 more cards and add a burn to your hand. Am I going to try for the burn version of this girl this time instead, then? Deal 20 damage. Deals 10 additional damage for each burn in your hand. You know what? Screw it. Sure, I'll go with burn it alive. And this time I end at the first floor with no keys rather than all the keys. I think the main problem I have is the fact her powers are very expensive. Another day, another prescript delivered to some poor hapless soul. Sneak needles into your friend's birthday cake, cut off your right leg and eat it raw. Wave to the first pedestrian you meet on the street. All of them seems like such pointless, meaningless prescripts, but it was his duty to deliver them nonetheless. The messenger glanced at the final prescript he was to deliver today. Take the heart of the one you love. Sure, I'll deliver it. What a cruel, wretched order. It would be so easy for him to replace it with his own fabricated, gentler prescript. It would be so easy for him to betray the organization he had belonged to for so long. But today was not that day. With a heavy heart, he delivered the final prescript. Encounter 3 normal enemies. Obtain 2 uncommon cards. Well, I can somewhat probably easily do that. You start me in a combat where the Mountain of Smiling Bodies has regen. Seriously? Goodbye. Well, I've now encountered 3 enemies, so upon pickup, lose 33% of max HP. Until you take health damage in combat, heal 4 HP at the start of every turn. Torture Delirium. Start each combat with 1 madness in hand. Okay. I still need an uncommon card. Do I want the Queen's Comb? You know what? Screw it. Sure, why not? Let's go with all this. Let's read a story! That sounds fine. As you navigate the twists and turns of the labyrinth through the library, you come across a curious book with a curious cover. It flies open before you, beckoning to peer within its pages. The wizard spoke to the scarecrow, seeking wisdom. I give you a brand new brain full of pins and needles. All I ask is you swear loyalty to me. I can get rid of the injury. Lose 6 HP, gain 2 max HP. Sure, why not? Lose 50 gold, gain a potion. You know what? I don't normally do that, and I still won't. Give a card +1 damage and exhaust. I might as well give that to 66C, but no, 66C is still a good amount of damage. But then again, if I give it to 66C, it means I can get another 66C. What's the spell of Shield Relic? Oh yeah. Lose 7 max HP. The first 2 cards I draw are free. I love how, when I hover this over you, I draw a card, I deal 10 damage and draw a card for every 9 cards instead of 12 cards in my deck. It's just like... Does that mean I get bonuses? I mean, it doesn't matter, you're dead, but... Bottled Spark. Add 3 spark to your hand. I like that. Oh, and I just unlocked my blade. At the start of combat, randomly chooses between attack, skill, and power. The first card played of the chosen type is played twice. Ooh. Shovel. Sure. Boss. Prescript's chosen type. Power. Alright, let's just hit you. Reflection spark you. Gravity beat you. Madness something. Simple spark. And then master spark. And I win. Wowza. Talk about annihilation. Whenever charge up is consumed, gain 6 block. Sure, I like that. That's pretty solid. You know, I'm actually one-shotting things now. Like, one-rounding things right now. And I'm not sure how to feel about it. Do you got anything good for me? You know, I haven't picked up a single Runia relic this entire run. And I'm in goddamn Runia. What's that got to say about things? Open universe. Shuffle 5 random cards into your draw pile. Each of them has a 20% chance to be upgraded. Cool. What's the upgrade? It makes it 30% chance to be upgraded. And that's it. First, apply 9 bleed. Whenever you attack an enemy with bleed, gain 1 strength. Okay. Lumber, deal 10 damage, exhaust up to 2 cards. For each attack exhaust, add its base damage to this card's damage. Shuffle this card into your draw pile. Lumber is amazing. I remember that much. And then I'll take the Treasure Chest's pet book. I mean, I already have his bloody devil contract. And I will take the Dark Flame, because I actually exhaust an awful lot of cards. But then again, I lose HP every turn. But then again, I'm already losing a lot of HP. But then that's more reason why I shouldn't take it. But then again, I don't care. You know what? I really should recall. But I want to dig. But I should recall. I'm in a good state. I'll recall. Ah! I'm against the wolf again, am I? Well, Mr. Wolfie boy. I will admit, I'm not exactly sure how you feel about things, Wolfie boy. Wait a moment. If I do refraction spark, then I do lumber, and exhaust those 2. Did I just get a card that can basically one-shot it? Deal 50 damage. Damn it! It took the original damage, not the improved damage. That's annoying. You know, now that I've got the Dark Flame, I really ought to work on getting more pages that just plain... whatchamacallit. Ow. Just plain... exhaust. You're dealing 12 damage. I will deal 100 odd damage. If I do that, you're still alive. Meaning Little Red can then kill this for me. Good job, Little Red. Big Crunch. Exhaust half of the cards in your exhaust pile and draw pile. Gain energy and draw 1 card for every 5 cards exhausted. Exhaust. And I did just get a thing that gives me strength and protection every time I exhaust cards. So that would likely give me about 15 protection. Huh. That might actually be worth it. The Black Swan. You know what? I said I wanted the books, and you've not been giving me any. So when you finally give me the books, I will take the books. Ah, hello there, you absolute piece of literal crap, you. How much can I even remotely describe my sheer, utter hatred for your existence? Go to hell, die, and stay as a corpse. I'm glad I didn't have to deal with it. Did I give C exhaust? Yes, I did! Let's take myself another C! She glanced at the report, sighing. Another office has fallen to this urban nightmare. We'll need to classify it as a star of the city now. Her colleague grimaced. More needless deaths. If we had investigated and classified this hazard properly from the start, officers like these would not fall prey to threats beyond their league. I've told you before, but we do not have the time, resources, or manpower to investigate every hazard in the city ourselves. She could see him hesitate. Finally, he spoke up with a scowl. 4 triangrams. Honestly, Regret is probably one of those cards which would do serious damage to me, so I'll remove Clumsy, because it's a curse and it's bad. Fine. It's too late to save those officers now, so I'll leave it to you to handle. Leave it to you to make sure no one else takes on a threat they can't handle. He storms out of the room, and she doesn't try to stop him. It was pointless all along. Give me that yarn, I want revenge. Big crunch. Let's do this. It's probably a horrible idea to do, but... I'm no longer convinced it was a horrible idea to do. Goodbye, Yan. You are dead. Glorious. What witch ego do I want? What book do I want for my success? At the start of your turn, gain energy. Draw one card and freeze one card. Ooh. Freezing a card is kind of iffy. Beak. At the start of your turn, reduce the cost of the highest cost card in your hand by 0 at this combat and give it exhaust. Could work. Manifest. I'll take the manifest. Oh ho 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 ho! You know what? I don't actually care about that contract, man. I'll reject it. I've never actually rejected this. You hold out on the offer. More power would be helpful, but the whole ordeal reeked of suspicion. You feel like you made the right decision. The Dark Flame, ironically, is pretty much the only thing that does damage to me at this point. Fairy Destruction Ray. Deal 8 damage to all enemies. Amplify. Insta-kill all those with 22 or less HP. Not bad. Event Horizon. Every 2 times you activate Amplify, you can put an attack card from your discard pile into your hand. I like that one. Hello, you! Let's see how much damage I can do to you on the very first existence of combat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything would like to be dead now. Because... I didn't expect that to actually hurt me the way it did. I don't need another one of you. Only one of them exhausts. Oh, I have to pick up the sapphire this time. Oh, I don't even need the welt stone because I got the molten egg. Oh, that works fine. Yeah, I need a rest. I need some health. Then I'll take the question mark. Ooh, what's this? Lose 9 HP. Transform a card in your deck into a random ego card. Everything burned. Your home, your family, your friends. They had all been caught in a mighty conflagration that had been manifested in the blink of an eye. Someone was crying, but it was not you. The tragic victim, no. It was the criminal who wept. The perpetrator who sobbed with every stroke of fire that leapt from their fingers. What a twisted joke. An equally fiery rage burned within inside you, just waiting to be released. You obviously unleash it. The question is, what do I give up for it? Probably the Witch agreed, because you're not providing me all that much anymore. What'd I just get? Lamp. Enemy loses 4 strength this turn. When you're attacked, deal 8 damage back. Not too bad, I guess. The world shifts, blurry and distorted. You do not know who you are. You do not know where you are. All you know is that there is a crying child. All you know is that there is a crying child in front of you, and you desperately wish to kill it. Oh, hello there, Ice Queenie. Huh. Been a while since I fought you, hasn't it? I forgot I even had this card. It's been so long since I've seen it. I love how, after the big crunch, you're now only dealing 2 damage. I love that. The Road Homes page. Also, ink bottle. Ink bottle will be nice. Energy recoil. Gain block equal to your charge up plus 3. Might work, but I kind of like the mysterious beam too. You know what? I'll go with the energy recoil. Why not? At the start of combat, if your deck is no less than 20, gain 1 strength and dexterity. Well, it obviously always is. Except auto draw. Whenever you draw a card, gain 1 strength and dexterity. I'm actually drawing cards quite a lot. I'll actually take that one. And you know what? I'll finally dig. Queen of Hatred. Sure, why not? We're at the end. I'll take the way to heal, please. Hello there, silent girl. A pleasure to meet you. Tell me, how much have you tried to murder today? Because you're clearly not going to murder me. Oh boy, no, you're not. Remorse. At the end of the round, put 1 guilt on top of your draw pile. Okay. I mean, do you realize I am literally fine with you having my guilt? Like, you just gained 5 strength, and you still don't do any damage to me. Can you please acknowledge that? You know, this is the typical case of Runia broke the world. Because of getting the Dark Flame on a character which has a card which says exhaust half your fucking deck. Please tell me it's Flander. I liked fighting Flander. I'll continue to the heart. That's where I went to get Flander. No. Well, I mean, maybe the heart will put up a challenge. I mean, it does have a limit on, you know, how much effort I can put into it. I can get more books as well. They're good. Books are good. Especially this one, which is just like, exhaust more cards. Hi there, little bastards. How are you this day? Doing okay, I hope? Well, I mean, I just killed one of you. Instantly. Immediately. Without effort. And I've almost killed the other one. You retain as well? Jesus Christ, lumber is actually overpowered. The machine gun blast with the amount of strength I'm gaining. Okay. Knight of Despair. Every time I exhaust 5 cards, gain 1 strength and dexterity and apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Oh, good chap. You know, I always pick 13th coil. I want to pick something else. I'll take this. I'll take the other one just so that I'm not boring and I pick something different for a change. So, what is this? Silence. Lose 2 HP. Choose up to 5 cards to exhaust. Lose 1 HP. Draw 5 additional cards at the start of the next turn. Absolute Magnitude. Deals damage equal to 2 times your charge up. Okay. Sure, why not? It's not free. It's not free. Well, I might as well silence now and just pick 2 cards. So, might as well pick you. Alright. I almost capped you out, your damage cap, on the first turn. Let me put that... Do you realize the perspective of that, Mr. Hart? You can't even hurt me this turn. Do you realize that? I'm kind of hoping for the big crunch on the next turn. You know? Just so. Just so he realizes how fucked he is. Hey, guy! Excuse me, let me just cast that. I'm then just gonna do a little bit of this, because I hate how much damage you're dealing to me. So then I'm gonna just cast the big crunch, destroy half my cards, as well as gain a bunch of extra cards because of the fact that's what the butterflies do to me. Collecting Quirk. Deal 9 damage to a random enemy for every 4 relics you have. Oh, I love that. And now I can convert my charge up into energy. And now I can do 76 damage 6 times. If ever there was a proper definition of the term, heck you. So, how do I want to kill you? You know what? I know exactly how I want to kill you. You can have your special little stuff. You know, I'm doing none of it. I'll even take the 10 damage you're dealing to me. Whack. Nice try. Oh, damn, you're about to suicide on me. Oh, don't do that. Ah! The sundial, the stone calendar was one turn off killing him. Ah! I feel spoiled now. Well, we kind of learned how absurd she can get. Especially if she makes a deal with Touhou, which I suppose, from what I've heard, might be in keeping with her character. For absolute power. But yes, it looks like, everyone, I'm all out of time for today's episode. So let me know who you want me to play next. Who have we got in this list? We've got a cat. We've got a princess of the underworld. A lich. Sorry, you're the cat. What were you? A shrine maiden. Shrine maiden, a cat, a lich, and a princess of the underworld. Something tells me I actually have to play the actual Touhou games eventually. But yes, what can I say, everyone, other than thank you all for joining me today. I've been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that, until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.